Hey guys, welcome to my studio. Today we're going to be making this super cute little pizza box for a Valentine's Day gift. You could put, I'm going to put specialty cookies, a specialty cookie in here for my kids. Obviously I'm making two, and we're going to be using the Cricut Joy. So let's jump into Design Space and make all of our pieces that we need to layer. Okay, so here we are in Design Space, and what we're going to do is come up to the right hand corner where it says New Project. You can also come down here and click New Project. I just normally come up here, click New Project, and sorry, that was my dog. And I like to take off the background. I don't really like to have a background with the grid line. So the first thing we have to do is make the layers of paper. So the first layer needs to be a square, and I love that Cricut has the new options for all the different shapes. And so we're just going to make this 3.25. So we just come up here to the sizing where it says size and width, and we're going to 3.25 and hit enter, and that's going to give us our perfect square. Okay, so we're just going to make this a different color because this is going to be a background color. So that is the first shape that I need. Again, guys, we're also, before I forget, we're going to go up here and we're going to change it to the Cricut Joy because that's what I'm going to make this on today. Okay, so now we need a second piece that's 2.75 by 2.5. So we're going to come back over to the squares. We're going to click on a square. We're going to add 0.75. And we want that to be wide. And then high, we want it to be 2.5. So we're going to unlock it. So you can either unlock from here, or you can go up to the little lock right there and click on that. And then we're going to make this for height 2.5 and click enter. And we can just change the color so we know that it's cutting a different color. So then that's going to go into there. Let me check out the new shapes. I'm not 100% sure if they have what I want, but I do see it. You know what, guys? We're going to use this shape. So let's take this shape out, and we're going to turn this one, and I'm excited. I did not realize they had the shape. Okay, so now we're going to redo the size. Okay, so we're going to make it 3.25 high. So let me go back here. So we're going to do the 3.25, enter, and then we're going to go to the 2.5 width after we unlock it. Yes, it's unlocked. So 2.5, enter, and that is the size we need, and it's going to go like right here. And I'm actually going to, let's see, that's right. And oh yeah, that's right. Okay, so this is actually going to come up here in my design. Okay, so then this is how it's going to look, but we're going to change this color to, actually I want to make them a little bit nicer color wise of what I'm doing, but this is going to be pattern paper, so it really doesn't matter. I'm just kind of picking colors so that they all cut on different mats. So this is going to be like this, and I'm going to come up here to align and center horizontally, so everything's in the center, and then this is going to go all the way to the top like that. Now we need a piece that is like a word box, and we're going to write in this, and this needs to be 2 3/4 by 1 1/4. So we're going to get another now this time we're going to get a rectangle. I keep forgetting that they have the new shapes, so I really need to utilize those. So 2 3/4, so 2.75. I'm going to unlock down here, so 2.75, enter, by 1 1/4. So we're going to do 1 0.25. Enter. Now we're going to do something special with this one. We're going to write on this one. So I'm going to make this one white, and it's going to go across like right about there. And I'm going to write just for you. So I'm going to put just for you. Actually, I'm going to make the U underneath. So I'm going to hit enter and put U, and then we're going to align and center. And now we're going to change the font. So I want to get a font that is maybe pretty cursive or something that just stands out cute, because I want to write. That's perfect. Okay, so now what I want to do is kind of smush this together. So you're going to go up here to line space and you're going to minimize it. So you're just going to keep going, or I mean, I guess you could put like -3 and see where that takes you. Okay, that's not quite enough. Let's try -6. Let's try negative. I just keep doing negative until it gets to where I want it to go. There's -10. I still think that's too far apart. I'm going to try -15. I think that's good. I think I'm good with that. And now I just have to size it down so that it fits into this little area. And oh look, I can make it even a little bit bigger. And I'm going to make this writing. So I'm going to come up to the basic cut and I'm going to put draw with pen. So now that is going to be drawn on. And the next thing I need is a heart. So I'm going to go into images and I'm going to click for a heart and see a cute heart that I can find for in there. Okay guys, so that took way longer than it should have for me to pick out hearts, but we're going to add them to canvas and we are going to take this one away like so, and we are going to add this, but we're going to move this one forward because we want this to go back, move backwards, and then we want this to go right here, and we want it to go in front of this other one. So it's going to be like peeking out the little hearts, and then we're going to put this send to front, and it's going to go right there, and then the heart is going to go right, I want that about 1 inch wide, so we're going to come up here and we're just going to click and make it 1 inch. So click 1, enter. So now it's 1 inch wide, and we're going to put it kind of off the edge right here a little bit like that, and that gives me some more space to kind of stretch out. So we're going to unlock this and just stretch out just for you, and I'm pretty happy with that. I think this is gonna look super cute once the right colors are done. So it's all ready to go. And now what I'm gonna do is just come up here to on the right hand side and click make it. And then we're gonna jump to the joy, and we're going to cut it. So it's gonna give me all the things that I need. So I'm gonna make it on a mat. And oh, you know what I want to do, guys, before I do this? I need to go back. So I'm going to pull this and I'm going to pull this. And I'm going to make sure that I attach it because I want it to write it right in there. So I'm going to do align, center, align, right. Okay, and I'm just going to bump it over just a tiny bit, but try to keep everything there. And then I'm going to click attach because I want it to write inside of that little rectangle. Okay, so now I'm going to save the project. So we're going to save it as like V-Day box. And it is saved, and now just in case anything would happen, we're good to go. Now we can go up here and click Make It. And since we're using paper, we don't have to do anything extra to it. So we're gonna click this, and then it's gonna show you all of the options. Now it does say to mirror. I don't need to mirror anything. It's all, I want it to write all the way it is. So I'm going to move over to the Joy, and you can see how we make it. Okay, so I got all of the pieces that I'm gonna need, and I'm just going to get the Joy ready to go. So yes, I could cut out the squares on my own, but I want to show you how to use your Joy to do all of these things. I'm going to use my green mat. Use my green mat, and the first one I want to do is the writing. So I am going to have to trim this piece up. Okay, so I could cut my own squares, but the whole point of this is to show you how to work with your Cricut Joy. So I'm just gonna slice up a very twisted piece of paper there, and I'm going to cut it at here. So just stick my cutter, my trimmer aside, and I'm going to put this on the upper left part, because remember, this is the one I'm going to be writing on. So I'm going to pull my Joy in and make sure I have enough space back here and keep it even. So I hope you guys can still see this. And then I'm just going to click, okay, it's on the mat, it's ready to go, and I'm going to click continue. So we're going to go to heavy cardstock, or no, medium cardstock is what I have. So we're going to click on that and say favorite, because I do use this a lot, and done. And then I'm going to use default pressure, and I'm going to slide in my mat. So my mat is ready. And the first thing I'm going to do is load my black pen. So I'm going to take my blade out. It's going to run all around here. And we're going to put the black pen in and then clamp it down. And we're going to click go. Okay, so now it says to take the pen out, put it back in my holder, and it says put the blade back in, and click go. So it's really great because Cricut makes it super easy for you to know what to do next, because it's a step-by-step process that you have to click for. All right, so now we can just unload this part. And guys, my mom just left, and my dog is probably gonna start crying because she wanted to go with her. So if you hear my dog whining, she just wants to go with grandma. All right, so then you can just peel it up like this, and look at what a nice cut that gives. I love this. I'm so excited. Okay, so I'm gonna put that up there, and now we're going to go to our next square, which is going to be our like shiny metallic square. This paper is from Stampin' Up. I got this a few years ago, and this year, for 2022, not this year, it's still 2021 right now, but for the new year, my goal is to use up everything in my craft room. So everything I already have, not buy anything unless I absolutely have nothing that'll work. But that is my goal for this year, and I'm really excited because I think I can do it. I've actually done it before, so I think that I can do this and make it, there's my dog, and make it really, make it throughout the year and not buy as much. But we'll see what happens. So I am going to use up a lot of stuff that I already had. I will link anything that I can below. I mean, I know this is just like their specialty paper, but you don't have to use this exact paper. You can use whatever pattern paper or paper that you like to use. I haven't used a lot of Cricut paper, but I did buy some, so I'm going to start trying that. I just wanted to use up what like I said, what I already have. Oh, that cuts it so nice. So I put this at 100-pound cardstock just because it's much thicker. And guys, it cut so nice on the same line. So now we're gonna put unload, and we're gonna check this out. Oh, that's perfect. And look, you can still use that scrap. Okay, so I'm a scrap person. I like to use my scraps, but that turned out perfect. I love that the cuts are so nice. All right, so now we have that. And yes, I do keep all my scraps in little containers, little little baggies. And I have a special place for them. I have like a tiered holder that holds paper, which I'm gonna show you at my craft room here someday. All right, so the next thing I'm gonna do is medium cardstock, and that is this color of paper. So we're gonna line that up, and we're gonna feed it in. So when the light's blinking on your Joy, you know that it's ready to do something. That's kind of like your sign of, hey, look at the computer screen. It's gonna tell you something to do. Or your phone, whichever you use it on. Okay, so now we're gonna click go again, and it's gonna cut our next square. Again, I could have used my paper trimmer, and in the past I normally do, but I wanted to, first of all, have the machine right for me, and second of all, I wanted to show you how nice it is if you don't have like the extra space for all of the extra pieces, cutters, and things like that, and you just want to use your Joy. It's super simple. Okay, so this is coming off nicely. That's perfect. And now we have this piece, and I'm actually going to use this piece again. So we're going to flip this around, and we're going to cut my next piece with it. It had hindsight, I should have put it all on one page, but I didn't. So we're going to go back to medium cardstock, and we're going to feed that back in. So let me know if you use your Joy to make anything special, because actually I haven't even showed you what we're making yet. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I'll have to put a picture at the beginning of the video for you guys, but we're making a little pizza box for something special, and I'm making these for my kids. So this is going to be part of their Valentines. My kids are older, they're 17 and 14, so like Valentine's Day is more like fun for them and their friends, but I like to still make the holidays as special as I can for them. And Christmas was a little crazy this year, and I honestly felt bad. Not that we had a bad time, it's just it was so crazy. And with my business, like, I felt like it was rushed through, and I hate that. I hate rushing through Christmas. It's our favorite time of year with church and everything, and we really didn't even do as many church activities as we normally do. So I kind of felt really bad. Even though they were grateful and excited about the holidays, I kind of felt like I left them down. So I'm going to do something super special for Valentine's Day for them. Okay, so now that that's done cutting, we're going to click unload. And now we're ready to peel this one off. Now this one's going to be a little different because there's different layers that we're going to peel. So we can still cut that piece. We're going to save that scrap. I know I'm that person, but and then we're just going to peel this up, and some of them stayed, which is good, and some of them we'll just have to poke out. But my goodness, guys, let me tell you, with as nice as this machine cuts, they pop right out. And we have tools. These nails, I love my nails being done. My niece does them, but they aren't always a crafter's best friend, but I too love my nails being done. It's kind of like my only little splurge. So there, that piece is done. Now we're going to put this aside, And we're gonna take this and just kind of put it off to the side for now, and I'll clean all that up. Oh, you know what? I'm not done yet. Which square was I gonna do this and oh, I know, my last square. That's right. I didn't do my ribbon. Okay. So let's try this again. So now I'm gonna have to clean this off right now. So how I clean my mats off are just, I do this with paper. It's very gentle, it doesn't, just scrape it off. And now again, we're just going to cut a piece big enough. So I want it to cut a V shape. So I know that it has to be 3 inches. So I'm gonna cut 3 by 4. So I'm just going to cut it. And if you're using pattern paper, make sure that your pattern is going the right way. So this has to be 4 because I want the pattern to go this way. I have messed that up multiple times. Oh, am I pushing down too hard? Sometimes I push too hard. Okay, so there we go. And then I'm gonna cut this at the little past the 3. There we go. And this paper is double-sided. I do like Stampin' Up! Paper, but I also, like I said, just purchased Cricut paper. Well, I didn't just purchase it. I've had it for a while, but I have never I had it open. I just never used it. So I don't think I used any of it. I might have used some of it. But anyways, I digress. So now we're going to go ahead and cut this piece. So we got to set this at medium. Oh, you know what? I don't think this is as thick as cardstock because this is their paper. So let me go into Browse All Materials and look and see if there is. We'll do deluxe paper and we'll see if that works. Let's try deluxe paper and see what happens because I'm not really sure what deluxe paper is, so we're gonna find out. So we're going to click go on the screen or on your phone or whatever it is you're using, and it's going to cut for us. I just love how it cuts it so nice. Okay. I just said how it's cut so nice. All right, so we're gonna click that out. Let's see if we need to redo that. I didn't push down as well as I should have, but I think we're good. Okay, so we can just, I can just trim this piece off. That was my fault. I didn't have it down on the paper correctly, like on my mat. I didn't stick it down all the way. User error. Okay. Now we're done with the Joy and we can put it aside. I was wondering, like, wait, where was I using this paper at? Okay, so I am gonna trim this up just one more time because I see like a line that I don't like right there. Okay, that's better. All right, so the next thing we're gonna do is now I'm gonna show you what we're making. How's that sound? So we're gonna make a little pizza box. So these, again, I got from Stampin' Up! Years ago, and they are like the heavy cardboard boxes, but like they're food safe. Now I would still put, like, if you're gonna put a cookie in here or something, a specialty cookie maybe that you buy at a little shop, I would still probably keep it in a little plastic container, but yeah, they would fit in here. So I'll measure it for you once it's all together, and then you'll know about the sizes. And I'm sure you can get these at Michael's. You know, Stampin' Up! Is not probably the only place in the world that has them. So what you do is you fold in, up, and down, and it locks it into place. It's that simple. As I say, it's that simple. Again, there we go. You just have to tuck them in. So it's like this, and then this comes up over the edge and folds down in like that. and here is where we're gonna decorate. All right, so normally I use double-sided sticky tape. Let me go grab that. Okay, so I went and I grabbed my little basket of things. These are Stampin' Up! Dimensionals. Again, I don't sell Stampin' Up! I can't think of a person that I normally send people to for Stampin' Up! This is just all stuff that I've purchased in the past that I use, and I have it, like, it's kind of old, like I've had it for a while, like at least 1.5 to 2 years. So but you can get all this at Michael's too. It's not, and you can get some of this at the Dollar Tree, like you can get the double-sided tape at the Dollar Tree. So yeah, we're just gonna jump into that. I also have these little tape runners that I like. It just makes for quick and easy. So our design is gonna be, guys, you know what else I didn't do? I didn't cut out the heart. What is wrong with me today? I'm like rushing ahead of everything. And you guys didn't stop me. My goodness. Okay, so what I'm gonna have to do is edit this so that way there I get all of the things. Okay. So we have another piece that we can put here, and then I'll trim off. Okay. I guess I should pay attention to my computer screen, huh? Because I have not been doing that. Okay, heavy cardstock. We're gonna slide it back in the machine. And we're gonna click go. Now again, this is gonna cut 3 times because it's heavy cardstock. And I think it's a good cut. So now we have all this. So we're gonna ignore all of this and we're just gonna do this because I forgot to cut it. Okay, now we're done. Now I've cut everything. And look, now the poor Joy needs to go back to where it came from. There we go. And our heart is perfect, just like so. Okay, now we can move on from the Joy, and I'm just gonna put it on my mat up there. So we're gonna start back from here, and we're going to do the different layers. So I'm gonna use my double-sided tape. And guys, this stuff is, I've had it for quite a while. Like I said, I'm just using things that are that I have in my craft room because, like I said, that's my goal for this year, is to just use up everything that I have. So we're going to put the first layer on. That's the biggest layer. And then we're going to take this layer and we're going to, let me remember if it goes this way or that way. I'm looking at my my actual design that I came up with. Okay, so then we're going to put this piece on. So we just have to do here. And we're going to put it, it's not going to be even. We want it a little bit higher at the top than the bottom. We're going to do that. And then we're going to put our little little ribbon tag there. So we're gonna just do, whoopsie. Am I stuck with my, there we go. Didn't want to come out there. So if you guys like to craft like this, I love making projects for my kids, excuse me, for church, for the kids at the church, like all the different cute things that we can make. And I kind of, so if you guys are interested in this, I can make all sorts of videos on things like this because I really enjoy it. Okay, so for these, I want these to be flat. So I'm going to, do I want to glue? No, I don't want to glue. I think I'm just going to use, guys, this is old, so I'm wondering if it's just it's seen better days. Okay, let's go with this one. So see, that's one item I completely used up from my craft room. So now I'm gonna put glue on these. I'm gonna line it up like right there. That's not very sticky, guys. I told you, this stuff I've had for a long time. I was not making that up, but it'll still work. Okay, so there's that. And now this I'm going to use dimensionals on because I want it to be popped up. And we're going to do a few different ones. I'm not real picky about these. I just want it popped up in the air a little bit more. So tell me, like, what do you have the most of in your craft room? Do you have a lot of vinyl? Do you have a lot of stamping stuff? I'm interested to know what you guys like to craft with, because I kind of do a little bit of everything. I like to stamp. I'm actually getting into making my own stamps. I have a scan and cut, and I bought this stamp, like how to make stamps. They had a kit you could purchase. I bought that like 2 years ago and never ever used it, so I'm gonna pull that out and use it. I'm gonna be doing one little word this year, sort of. I've done it in the past. I'm gonna kind of convert it into something that that's a little more me. And I'm just gonna line this up like right here. Oh, that turned out cute. And then we're gonna put our heart on, guys, and it's gonna be done. Like, it's gonna be that quick and easy. But you know, I am gonna use my double-sided tape just because I kind of feel like that green tape, it's seen better days. So I'm gonna have some of this off the edge. So like, okay, we're good. I wanted to make sure I put the tape in the right spot. And I love this tape because you can just tear it away like that. And then maybe get all these little pieces picked up. Oh well, we'll do that later. Okay, and then you can use your weeding tool to peel the top layer of the tape up like so. And press this down, and look how stinking cute that is, guys. My kids are gonna love it. My daughter especially. My son will just be like, what's inside? Is there a cookie in there? And like I said, I'm gonna measure the box for you so you know how big this one is if you want to use my measurements. So I would say the inside of the box, like that you're gonna actually be able to use, is 3.5 by 3.5. So you have a 3.5 by 3.5 inch. You could put a cute little necklace in here. You could put a keychain in here. Like I said, I'm probably going to do a specialty cookies that maybe that they like. But it turned out so cute, guys. You could put a little bling on here if you wanted to. I have some of that. But yeah, isn't it adorable? Oh, I could put another little heart right here. That might be cute. You know what? I have this heart from these. I bet I could do that. Okay. We're going to see if I can get any life out of this. And I did. So let's put another little heart right there. Oh, that turned out so cute, guys. All right, I'm excited. I need to make one more for my son, and then we're good to go. All right, thanks so much for watching and joining me in my studio today, guys. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, like, subscribe, and let me know what projects you want to see me make. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Bye.